Well, I'm hoping that this finally works. My SD card keeps throwing an error at me. And whenever it does, it doesn't save the last video I took, so I've just lost quite a bit of footage and some photos. So I just formatted the card though. Looks like that's at least the internet's solution to it, so hopefully it works out just fine. A couple little updates. First off, it rained for the first time yesterday of the season, which means oh my god. Which means it's puddle time. Holy crap. That was so muddy. So, while we're in this hilarious predicament, a really easy way to move your bike if it's stuck or if you're just on your own is to, it seems counterintuitive, but hold the front end far away from you and let the weight of the bike come towards you against your hip, and then just use the leverage to kind of walk it. It's gotten me out of a lot of bad situations like this where I would have otherwise been pretty screwed. Okay, now if we just get to the other side, we can do pretty much the same thing and hopefully not fall over. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, so the front tire's digging in. Okay. Wow. That was a predicament. Whew. Okay, well, I'm out of this mud pit. You know, something that just occurred to me, my phone was in my pocket when I fell in that mud pit. I'm really lucky it wasn't on my mount right here, or else it would have been done for, because it was underwater for a good 3 or 4 seconds. So I'll have to keep that in mind next time I want to run through puddles. So a couple things have changed since my last posting. First thing is, I got a second camera, which is awesome. I love it. It's going to allow me to be a lot more diverse in my shooting. So I'll be able to have 2 camera angles. You know, I'll be able to have one on the handlebars and one on the helmet, and I'll be able to switch it up too. Less obviously, you know, I'll be able to put it on places like the rear tire, places that are kind of experimental that I haven't tried before, so that I can get some cool unique footage and still talk while I'm shooting. So that's exciting. The other thing that I did was I brought my handlebars back up, my actual forks. So I had my forks kind of pressed down for a long time, and it made my bike feel kind of like a sports bike. It put the front end down, made it feel like a little more aggressive on the roads, but I didn't realize until I adjusted it back just how much of a off-road bike this thing really is. I was kind of reawoken to the capabilities of this bike, which was kind of cool. And I kind of felt like I'd been missing out on it for a good while as well, so it's good to have that back. The next thing that happened to me is my exhaust exploded, which was kind of a bummer, but also allowed me to get the Lex exhaust system, which is pretty cool. It was 200 bucks, so that's kind of why I went for it. It was affordable and it had really good reviews, so it was a good combo. You know, the next option was a FMF pipe, which I've heard are great, but are also twice the price. So it was cool getting that installed. It really made my bike a lot more quiet. It lost a couple horsepower, but it made my bike a lot more quiet, which is going to be great for shooting. And the last thing that I got are a new pair of goggles, which is really cool because I've had a visor up till now, which is really nice for highway riding. But when you get off road like this and your, you know, heart rate really starts getting up there, as soon as you start breathing really hard, it fogs up your visor really fast, especially in colder weather. And that's not even to mention rain. It's been really cool having this new set of goggles, especially for off-road riding. So I've been enjoying that. I forgot the name of the actual goggles, but I will link that and the new exhaust in the description so you can check them out. These goggles were only like 15, 16 bucks, something like that, and they're working awesome so far. All right, I'm a little traumatized, but here's Puddle Part 2. All right, that went a lot better. So I've never been on this road before. The upper road here is a little sketchy and I don't have enough peer pressure with me to actually go for it, but I'm gonna try this little side road here. As we know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, so I guess we'll see where this ends up. Well, that pretty quickly led to a dead end. It's a steep one too, so we're gonna have to get off to turn this one around. So the way to do this would be to get on the other side, like so. Let the bike sort of fall on you, and just like that. Just walk it out. Okay, so we're right on the edge of something sketchy. The margin for error here is pretty low. So from here, we're just gonna give it our best shot to get it started up and get out of here. Okay. All right, there we go. And that's how you get out of a sketchy spot. All right, so I got a little strap for the second GoPro and mounted it to the front right here. So we'll see how that holds up, but it's gonna be a really cool perspective. So this is the day in the life of a KLR front tire. Just a couple preliminary checks to make sure it's not getting hit by anything. Nope, should be good. Looks like we can press a little bit. We're not going to do any hill climbs or anything because I don't want to hit it, but let's see how this footage turns out. I'm so nervous. I keep thinking this thing's probably going to fall off or something, but it's fastened on there pretty good. It's Velcro, but it's still on there okay. All right, let's just hit a puddle or two. Nice and slow this time. I'm sure if the camera wasn't dirty yet, that and this will do the trick. That should be some cool footage though. Dang, this thing got really muddy. Yikes. Well, I'd probably use a good cleaning when I get back home. Let's get the front here wiped off. And we're good to go. This thing's ready. Alright, so here's what we're trying next. I've attached the GoPro to the back of my ankle, which is hilarious, but we're going to give it a try. You know, you don't see a lot of stuff like this on YouTube, and I think a large part of the reason is probably because a lot of it's tried and it turns out to be really dumb, but who knows, we might stumble upon some gold. This feels really funny. Alright guys, well I think that's going to wrap it up for me today. I just wanted to say what's up, tell you how I was doing, give you a couple updates, and now I'll toss it to you. Let me know what you thought of this video. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe. Alright guys, well thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, peace.